Okay. Hey y'all, so a while ago I made this video.
Hey, I'm Paige Feldman. I'm a writer, director, and producer who's looking to reinvent the romantic comedy for the 21st century.
It served as my channel trailer for a while, basically since I made it. But since I made that video, a lot has changed, and not just in like the physical location I'm in. I've moved, as you can see from this boxes that still have yet to be unpacked. My birthday's coming up in just a couple days, and the project that I'm talking about in that video, well, it's on the back burner. I'm working on a completely different film, so I figured I would take this moment where a lot of things are renewing and resetting to renew and reset exactly what people see when they come and visit my channel, and to tell you, because I have, 3-4 times as many viewers as I did when I made this video, exactly what I'm doing here on YouTube. So basically, I'm just gonna start now. Hi, I'm Paige Feldman. I'm a writer and director who's looking to reinvent the romantic comedy for the 21st century. My job on my YouTube channel is to share my process with all of you about my filmmaking. But it's more than that, because the reason I started this channel is that the film industry is in a state of flux. On one hand, we have so many options for distributing content and putting content out there. But on the other hand, a lot of the power of who is deciding what content's going to be put on these streaming platforms or these networks or released in theaters, for the few films that do get released in theaters nowadays, is consolidated among a really small group of people. And unlike in the studio days, like when I say studio days, I mean like old Hollywood in like the 30s and 40s, the people who are in control of these studios and production companies aren't the prototypical, we just love stories and film and art and storytelling. The people who were in charge of these original studios, they're mostly tech CEOs and business people who are looking more at the bottom line and an algorithm than about trying to find innovation and fresh new voices. On the flip side is that even though audiences are excited about looking for fresh new voices, there is a plethora of content, which is fantastic. And the democratization of distribution on platforms like YouTube even make it so that you can see anything you want at any time you want, and the choices are and can be frankly overwhelming. And for a filmmaker like myself, who is just starting, who had an independent feature released on Prime, who has a web series, well, I like to call it a short form series because it's not on the web, it's streaming on Sika TV. Even though it's out there and streaming, I can't guarantee that anyone's gonna watch it because, like I said, there's so many choices for what you can watch these days. And it's not just about finding my audience, which is so important. It's also about finding out how to get the people who are in those decision-making jobs. How do I get their eyeballs on my content? Because I'm ready for the next step. I'm ready to make further inroads into Hollywood, to get managers, producers, and financiers to see my content and know that if they're looking for someone who can write raunchy, sex-positive, unabashedly feminist, diverse, Jewish, romantic movies, or just coming of age in your 30s comedies, that I'm their gal. I don't know how to do that. So this channel is my experiment in doing that. I want to leverage the power of YouTube to prove to decision makers, the financiers, the producers, the managers, that my voice is one that people want to listen to, and that the stories I tell about love and sex and anxiety are universal. That romantic comedies about real people from a variety of backgrounds and a diversity of experiences facing real fears and chasing real dreams are what people want to see. And that you don't need a superstar in a starring role to make people care, because that's what you really need these days to get a romantic comedy financed. And I think that's bullshit. So if you don't need a superstar, what do you need? I think the why of why I make these films is what's gonna drag you in, because my goal with my films is to make you feel seen, to inspire you to know and celebrate your worth, to the point where you try to achieve that impossible feeling dream that you have, because spoiler alert, it's not impossible. All of this comes from the power that love has, because love in any sense of the word, romantic or platonic, is powerful and empowering. So subscribe if you want to follow me as I track my progress making my debut feature film as a writer-director from idea to premiere in real time, and talk about the things I love that inspire me. Things like food, music, movies, art, sports, and languages. Because this channel right here is my impossible dream. And your support is a bolster that feels a whole lot like love. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be back next week with more about film and filmmaking right here on Cake Fight Presents.